Hello guys, I'm JoshPay600. Today I'm going to be finishing up the Atari Arcade 1 cartridge here on the Evercade. We have 6 games left, starting with Missile Command. So yeah, we're just gonna get on with it, I think. The planet Zardon has always been a utopia, but their stellar neighbors on Kritolia are the jealous type. Save the planet by fending off the Kritolian barrage of missiles, satellites, and bombs. Okay, let's look at the manual to see what it says. Fact. Delta Base, the middle one, fires much faster missiles than the other two, so save these shots for emergencies. Hey, the people of Zardon are counting on you, Commander. It's up to me to save the planet. Oh boy. So, controls are, fire Delta Base, fire Alpha Base, fire Omega Base. So left, right, left, middle, right. That makes sense. Pretty simple control scheme. Okay, Missile Command. That's off center. And that's flashing. Why would they do that? Credits. 2, 3, 4. Defend cities. 3, 2, 1. Let's pickle. So yeah, but this is very similar to every other version of Missile Command that's out there. Okay. Well, I'm already doing badly. Ow. And I just dropped my phone on the floor. Bonus city. I am doing terribly. It's fine, you know, these are simple games, and yet I do really bad at them. Actually, kind of quite sad. But still, this is probably the best version of Missile Command on the Evercade. I forget. Was the original Missile? Oh, I'm out of bullets. Was the original, did Atari Collection 1 have a version of Missile Command? I know there was one on the links with Super Asteroids and Missile Command. I can't remember if the Atari Collection 1 had one. Well, game over. Oh, not. There, my whole planet's destroyed. Game overed. I don't like that. 3, 2, 1, let's pickle. Oh, it already started. Did slightly better than my first time on that level. Okay. So far, a lot better. Yeah, overall, I would say a very good version of Missile Command. Especially if you like the game. Bonus City, yay! Watch me get a game over here, though. On this stage. Or, like, have nothing left. Man. Okay. My high score seems to be 7,500. I'm completely out. Three times the points. Okay. How am I out already? Boom. Great score. Enter your initials. Bonus city every 10,000 points. Well, I'm gonna move on to the next game. Well, that was Missile Command. It's a good version of it. And yeah, next up is Night Driver. I don't have really anything else to say about that. So yeah, next up is Night Driver, which is a couple of pages forward in the manual. Here it is. If you drive all night just to buy a loved one some shoes, then this is the game for you. Put the pedal to the metal and drive as far as you can before time expires. If I remember correctly, one of the 2600 version of Night Driver, was it 26 or was it 7800? But on Atari Collection 1, I think, had like a randomizer mode where it was randomly generating the thing, which was interesting. Tip: once you get a feel for the game, it's easier to get higher scores on harder difficulties. It's also this is also one of the first ever first-person perspective games. Score 300 points for some extra time to keep your nocturnal journey going a little longer. But make sure you stay alert, okay? The controls here are something alright. L1 is difficulty, R1's accelerate. D-pad steers, coin, start game. First gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear. So left, up, down, right. First, second, third, fourth. Okay. So A is third gear / pro track, it says, and then B is fourth gear expert track. So first gear is for novice track. And then Y is just second gear. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Game over. Didn't even say anything about credits. I just put one in. Can't not select a difficulty. Okay. Whatever. Oh, I crashed. Is my game over? Okay, I'm gonna stay on the first gear. This is interesting, actually, going between the different gears like this. Ah, crashed. top speed's 128. You score 300 points to buy extra time. How do you do that? Game over. Huh. I'm not saying a lot. Did I forget to start the timer? I did. Well, I'll go for. I guess I'll go until this ends. I forgot to start the timer though, which is fine. Interesting. My top speed got up to 210. I lose. High score 158 doesn't. Wait, now it updates the. Wait, what? So why is the high score changing between when I hit X and B? That's so weird. I don't know. And we're gonna move on to the next game. Night Driver is, I think I prefer the 2600 version, or at least the one that was on the previous Atari collection. One of them. So next up is Pong. Created by Alan Alcorn as a training exercise assigned to him by Atari co-founder Nolan Bushnell, Pong went on to become the first commercially successful video game, and still one of the most competitive two-player games in the world. Yeah, for one, I'm gonna say this control scheme is a lie. You don't do any of these things except moving your paddle. Why? Because this isn't the original Atari Pong, because the original Atari Pong is not possible. This was actually a Blaze recreation. So technically, you can call this an Evercade exclusive. But no, but let's still read what the manual says. Quote, "We didn't do a square ball in Pong because we thought it was cool. We did it because that was all we could do." Nolan Bushnell. And despite its simplicity, still one of the most competitive two-player video games in the world. Grab a friend and enjoy a fierce battle from the very dawn of video games. And to do two-player, you press start on second controller to play two-player. So yeah, this is a weird one because it's not actually the original. Like, it starts immediately, and see, look how smooth the computer on the right moves. I can't move like that slowly. And also, like, if I make a save state here and hit load, it doesn't actually load it. So because this isn't like an emulator question mark, the save states don't work either. So what I'm gonna do is I am gonna hit reset, then we are gonna start a timer, and I'm gonna just go for like a little bit of time. 3, 2, 1, let's pickle. But yeah, is the ball the ball goes in the same way every time at the start, doesn't it? Yes, but the way the AI hits it is different. Also, Mir, does the AI have like a longer paddle, or is that only because it looks like that it does that when it's moving? But yeah, because of the because you can't make small and slow adjustments, this is really hard to play. So, yeah. Don't know what else to say here. It's Pong. I mean, if you're playing two-player, at least you'd both be on the same. You have the same issues with the controls, but playing against the AI like this is kind of unfair. And this is and this is another reason why people are saying like the Atari Arcade 1 cartridge isn't very good, just because of the limitations of this controller. Like on not having like a kind of paddle option to like slow it down with like the shoulder buttons or something. So that was a long rally. And look, look, and he can like this AI can go faster too. We're stuck at just at a set speed of going really slow, so it's like we can't even recover everything. It's yeah. I'm just gonna move. I think I'm just gonna move on. Maybe if once they get to 20 points, I'm not just giving it up. I'm gonna try to see how many points I can get before they reach 20. But and also apparently this game never ends. Like there's no ending. There's just it goes on infinitely. So for in that version of Pong. So yeah, it's Pong. So that was game number 3. Onwards to game number 4, Skydiver, which is another sports game like Pong was considered sports. So Skydiver is what page is that on? Where's Skydiver? Page 20. Okay, there it is. I think it was sticking again. Anyway, Skydiver. It's a lovely day to jump out of a plane, so that's exactly what you and a friend are going to do. The later you open your parachute, the more points you score, but keep an eye on the wind. Okay, seems interesting. Tip. The letters of the word Skydiver will light up randomly with every jump. Light them all up to win a bonus. But if it's randomly, then it's la 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 la. But the smaller the landing pad gets, the later you open your parachute. Okay. Remember to keep an eye on the wind. Windstock on your landing pad will show its speed and direction. So the controls: move Skydiver, insert coin, start game. So it's just jump and open parachute. Okay. At least the Atari games have simple controls for the Atari arcade games. That much is expected at least. 1 credit for 4 plays. 1 coin, 1 player. Credit for 4 plays. I'm gonna push start. 3, 2, 1. Let's pickle. I died. That's an ambulance taking me. Yay! Out. High score. And that was it. That was our whole quarter. That was our entire quarter. How do you read the thing on the wind? Is that the flag? I won at least. High score is 2,000. I didn't expect it to come that, like, my plane to come that soon. Like, there was no warning. I won again. At least I'm able to beat the computer. This is boring. Like, I pushed A as soon as the plane appeared. So can I wait for my plane to respawn? Is that a thing? No, I just lose that attempt. That's so dumb. That's actually dumb. The computer is bad at the game. That's my highest score yet. Oh my goodness, I actually got it over 1,000 points. What? I pressed A way before that. Well, I keep beating the computer. This is boring. Keep hitting my head. Wow. Computer couldn't get a single point. I'll do this like one more time. Fortunately, I have to release the parachute that early. I don't like it, but... I have to be able to land and keep my lives. Oh. Come on. Yeah! Come on. No. Please. Yes! I got the high score! I beat the default high score. Can I light up all the letters? Oh, wind. Yes. Okay. That ended. Okay, well, at least that one, I got the high score. That much is true. So. Man, that game is also delayed with the pressing start. Wow. So next up is Super Breakout. Take on the challenge of the classic block breaker. Compete against an ever-advancing wall in progressive mode. Free 2 trapped balls in cavity mode. I thought that was supposed to be like captivity, but no, cavity mode. Or control 2 paddles at once in doubles multi-ball action. Okay. So there are controls there. That cavity mode, double mode, progressive mode isn't exactly right. This one you need to look at the controls in the manual. So Super Breakout is actually near the beginning. So let's read it first. Fact. Various releases of Super Breakout have attempted to add a story, with the strangest featuring a NASA pilot attempting to break through a rainbow barrier in space. Okay. Offer 3 distinct modes of plays. Okay, one's most influential games of all time. Are you up to the challenge? Okay, so to change mode, coin up, press start, hold mode button, and press serve. What does it mean coin up? What does that even mean? Okay, I guess I'll start with a regular basic game. So 3, 2, 1, let's pickle. And this has the same issue as Pong. You can't make small adjustments with your paddle. At least the ball currently doesn't move that fast, but when it gets faster, it's going to be a big issue. Like that. I almost missed that one too. And yeah, that's game over already. I notice how this thing doesn't like to tell you how many credits are inside, which bugs me. Like, it doesn't actually matter. But it bugs me. Because if you were playing this in the arcade, how would you know if your quarter went through or not? Just keep pressing start until it doesn't let you anymore? Well. Okay, well, that was fun. Let's try a different... This is cavity mode. No. Reset. Okay, let's try this again. Coin up, press start, hold mode button, and then press serve. Like this one. Okay. It's still not making sense to me. This is the double paddle. Oh, that's just great. Somehow I got the second ball. So yeah, this is the double paddle mode. Oh, come on! Alright. And ever advancing while in progressive mode, that's a default. I need to somehow activate cavity mode. And which one's cavity? It doesn't even say it actually on the in-game controls, like in the manual. I have to look back through this one. Cavity mode is X. What? The manual says X is progressive and that Y is double. Then what the heck is A? Well, something's there's an inconsistency which just adds to the confusion, I think. Okay. I got it. Yeah, this is Breakout. just a hard to control version of Breakout. And this is it. Atari Arcade. So far, Crystal Castles and Liberator are my favorites. And if you and Missile Command too, even though I'm not a huge fan of Missile Command itself, it is probably the best version that I've played ever. So if you like Missile Command, it's really good. But I'm surprised. Honestly, I'm shocked that we never got we never got Atari 2600 Breakout on one of the Atari collections or something. Or was that one an Activision one? It couldn't have been, right? If it was, then Atari wouldn't have been able to make or to license this Breakout, because then Activision would have had the entire Breakout name, right? I don't know. I never even got to release the balls in cavity mode, but whatever. That's all it is. That's all Super Breakout is. Hey, last but not least is Warlords, which is the only 4-player game on here, I think, right? Yeah, it's the only 4-player one. You are a warlord, and you're not at all happy about the other warlords who live nearby. Blast down your rival's walls by deflecting the local dragon's fireballs with your shield. I think this is kind of like a breakout-ish game, but a 4-player breakout, which is good. Move shield, insert coin, catch fireball / start game. Alright, well at least the controls are simple. Warlords. Let's open it up in the manual. Fact, the Atari 2600 version of Warlords was developed first, but the arcade version ended up releasing first, okay? And then declare yourself the indisputable ruler of your region. Catch the dragon's fireballs for more accurate, powerful shots, but don't hold on to it for too long or you'll take yourself out. Okay, and you hold to catch fireball. And then, okay, that makes sense. That's simple. Wait, this says block breaker. Is Super Breakout also block breaker? Yes. Why is that upside down? Why is that upside down? 3, 2, 1, let's pickle. Okay, that was a countdown. This is interesting, actually. Like, wow. But unfortunately, it kind of has the same control issue as Breakout and Pong, etc. Not able to make smooth, slow movements like the blue one was just now. But this would be really interesting 4-player. What is that? Is that a power-up? No, it's just a second one. I'm about to lose. Okay, game over. New high score. There. Game over. Let me play again. Press player start. Okay, you had to press served to actually start. And then there's a countdown. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah. I got the green one out already. See a blue. The red one is really good at dodging my stuff. No, I want to bounce it. Oh no. Well, I am absolutely screwed. Yep. New high score! Woo! Okay, I'll do that one more time. I like this one. This is I really like Warlords. Okay. So even with the the control issues, this is still a really fun one. Like, wow. Because it's like, I honestly, if I had to pick one as my least favorite, I'd probably pick Lunar Lander. That was exceptionally boring. I'm dead already. Well, that was Warlord. So let's do a quick recap. Asteroids Deluxe is not Asteroids Deluxe, but it is an Asteroids game. But I think Super Asteroids on the Lynx is probably my favorite version of Asteroids on the Evercade. Canyon Bomber is all right. It's much more fun with second 2 players, but it's all right. Centipede, I refer to Millipede. Crystal Castles is good. Liberator is good. Lunar Lander, very boring. Millipede, a lot better than Centipede. It has a lot of different. It has the DDT power up, but I don't know like what was going on at the end of it, like how it kind of crashed, but it didn't actually. So I don't know what that was. But I would say it's actually good. Missile Command is good. Night Driver, I like the 2600 one more. Pong, no. Skydiver, it's also very boring, but it isn't horrible. Like, you can keep it going. So at least there's that. Super Breakout, nah. Warlords, yeah. So let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of these games I would say are pretty gosh darn good, and I would say 3 of them aren't, and that would be Lunar Lander, the Pong here, and probably Skydiver. Just because even though you like, it's not as nearly as boring as Lunar Lander, but it's still not that entertaining. But yeah, that's it for the Atari Arcade 1 cartridge. It was definitely a mixed bag, but I would say those 5 games that I listed out, Crystal Castles, Liberator, Millipede, Missile Command, and Warlords are pretty good. So yeah, a mixed bag, but some of the cartridges are like that. But this definitely has some good games on it. And yeah, that's it for the Atari Arcade 1 cartridge. That's really all there is to say about it. Thank you all for watching. Hope you had a nice time. I'm Joshua600. I'll see you guys next time. Subscribe to me on YouTube. Follow me on Twitch where you can watch this stuff live. And yeah, okay. Goodbye.